what's up, you guys? Welcome back to J Talks. I'm your host, Jaylene.
Ozzy.
And now we have Gato. Me. Now we have Gato. She's the one that's always behind the camera. You hear her heart breathing in the back. So I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You hear her and her beautiful voice.
Yes. Now you get to see my beautiful face.
Her smart remarks.
Yeah, hell yeah, her smart ass remarks.
Oh,
but just to get right into it, like I always say, episode 5 is going to consist of the language of letting go. So we are going to basically base off of the topic off of this book, and I'm gonna let her start it off.
Okay, so basically this past year I've been reading The Language of Letting Go by Melody Beattie, showing it to our audience because I get, honestly,
no copyright.
I get a lot of questions when I post it on IG. I post medications. I wish.
I think we need some.
And people ask me all the time, like, you know, what book is this? You know, like, it's really good. And so I felt like before we ended our season, I felt like we needed to talk about this because I feel like a lot of people, boy or girl, have a hard time of letting go, whether it's relationships, friendships, things that, you know, we just felt like we have to hold on to, and, you know. So I was like, here we are, episode 5.
When she introduced the book to me, I believe this was like the very beginning. She didn't even have the hard copy.
Yeah, I was reading
the example, right?
Yeah, like Amazon lets you get like a 24-day trial type thing.
Amazon sponsor us.
Ain't no free promo, bro.
Yeah, and you know, and like I started reading it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I relate to this. Like, this is what I need to hear. And, you know, and so.
I just want to say it's crazy how certain things come up to you when
you least expect
it. And not even just that, but, like, when you actually need it.
Yeah.
So I just know, like, not to, like, speak for you or anything. I know that was probably, like, a hard time in your life. And it just, boom, it came in. And then I feel like it has done you a lot of good in so many ways.
Well, yeah, I think that's the question. You know, some of us might wonder, what were you going through? If you feel comfortable sharing. If you feel comfortable sharing
I mean, damn, right into it.
We already deep in this ass bowl.
So I had not necessarily a relationship, but someone I was very close to that I felt like I relied a lot on. And
how so?
And what the?
What we try? It's a D episode. I'm telling you, I'm gonna start hearing your questions.
What time did you feel like this?
I felt like this approximately. No, it was just I don't know how to answer that question.
I mean,
so
I get
you relied on this person. Was it emotionally?
Just codependency. Just overall,
in general,
just
codependency. I was
Okay.
very, and it, like, I can't speak for the person and say, oh, like, we were both very codependent on each other, or, you know, we relied a lot on each other, but we did. We had a very close bond, and it was a very unique bond. I feel like not a lot of people find that, and I think that's what made it harder for me to want to let go of it, because of the fact that it's like, you know, when they tell you, oh, like, if you find something good, hold on to it.
Right. And,
like, I feel like there's more to that. I feel like they don't tell you, oh, you're going to go through bad things, but still hold on to it, you know?
Yeah.
And so, you know, like, there's people that see the glass half full or half empty. I was the type of person that I would look at it half full just to hold on to this person.
as am I.
You know, and I feel like even to this day, even me being in my step 11 almost, I don't think I could ever actually let go of that person. But I feel like I have learned to put myself at least as a priority. Mm-hmm. And I feel like
Which is a big step. A huge step.
I feel like a lot of people forget about themselves. You know, a lot of people go and put all their energy into loving somebody else, whether it's a friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. And, you know, you forget about yourselves. And the thing is, like, I feel like people unsubconsciously love these people so hard because they want to be loved that way. And it's like, if you think about it, all this energy that you're giving to this person, you could be giving to yourself. You could be loving yourself. You could be putting yourself first. And like everybody just gets lost in that mix when they're like trying to. And then the thing is, you know, they always say, oh, like when things go bad with whoever it is, you throw it in their face, and then it's like you're not trying to sound selfish and say, oh, well, I did this for you, you know, but that person takes it as that way. And I feel like that's also a big mistake that we do. We, you know, we're hurt because they're not responding the same way, but we should not we shouldn't expect them to respond the same way. Like, you know, obviously for some reason you felt however you felt for them because they're not exactly like you. You know, they love differently, but you know they love you. Amen. You know, and I feel like that's something that I learned with the book, that it's okay if they don't love me that way, if they have their own love language of how they love me, does not mean that they love me less.
Yeah.
Does not mean that they, yeah. And I feel like that's something that I did have a very hard time, because I'm like, well, I do this and I express myself this way, like, why don't you? And it just, I realized that and it's not me trying to make excuses, but I felt like I was not just being selfish with the person, I was also being selfish with myself. And, you know, I definitely have learned, and I've put myself not just in that other person's shoes, but like many perspectives and other people's shoes, just to see, like, okay, if this is something going on between me and you, for example, I also try to see not just myself in your shoes, but also in like how Jailing would see it, if, you know, she's the third party seeing like what's going on between us, you know, like I try to see the whole picture instead of,
you try to get at every angle.
Yeah, because I feel like our issue as humans is we always want to show that we're right or prove that we're right, and
no one likes being wrong.
Yeah. And I feel like I've definitely learned that it's okay to be wrong, you know, like that. How do you expect to learn? How do you expect to move forward if you don't admit that you were wrong? You know, and so that, yeah.
Keep it going.
She talking about me, bro.
God damn.
She's talking about me right here, man.
No, and like honestly, like it's like this book, like I don't know if she really went through this and if Melody really went through this, but like based off what she says, I feel like she did, and she gets me, okay? Because like this book, you know, I want a lot of people to know it's not just about relationships. It's, you know, at least romantically.
Yeah,
it's financial, it's family, anything related to work, literally anything in your life that you feel, religion, anything you feel that is going wrong, it's like, it's okay. You know, you're focusing on this tiny portion of a huge, beautiful picture that, you know, you haven't. Just take a step back, you know, like our mind, when it just starts overthinking, and everything just starts to, like, you start to pick at things, and sometimes it's like, relax, just take a breath, breathe, and it's gonna be okay. And I've been learning that. Don't get me wrong, I definitely, I feel moments where like I feel like I've taken a step back, but I've learned that taking a step back does not mean that you start all over.
Yeah. And I've always told you that too.
Yeah, and
I just don't let those little setbacks like
you're
just establish that that's it. Like that's all we've done.
Yeah, like I've learned that the bumps in the roads are necessary. There for a reason.
Yep, and necessary.
And, you know, it's definitely like, it's obviously a learning experience. It's something that I read it every day just to keep me, obviously that's the point of it. It's meditations daily to keep you on track, to keep you at least going the right direction, because of the fact that when you have a lot going on, you get sidetracked, and then, you know, things just start to go crazy in your head, and you start to overthink, you start to overreact, you start to show too many emotions. Then they're like, where is this coming from? And then you're just like, okay, is it me?
Right.
You know, and I learned, like, it's okay for me to question if it's me, but I also know that there's more to it. So, you know, it's something that, like, I've been enjoying getting to know a version of myself that I didn't.
We should start using those microphones.
Yep, that's true. But,
as you were saying, ma'am.
Yeah, our cut kind of cut my thoughts process.
Hold on, let me think of a question.
No, let me just say real quick, like, it's just from like the third party you were saying, right? I've seen everything, right? I've seen everything. Every single little thing. Not every little single thing, but I've seen it all.
I wish you did, so I had witnesses.
I've seen it all. I've seen, for me, just like the outside looking in, it's beautiful what she's gone through and the process she's like. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's beautiful to see how low someone can get and then bring themselves back up as high as they can right now. You know, obviously we can't say they're at the high, because it is a working progress, and I feel like you're almost there. Like, I truly feel like you're almost there. I know it may not feel like it right now, but there's always that one tower moment, like I like to say, not what I like to say, but you know, in tarot readers, like lingo, there's always that one tower moment that
where everything I fall off a tower.
Well, basically. No, like, basically you have such a... Not literally, but like...
I'm jumping now.
She said, well, all right.
All right, bye.
But like, it's that tower moment where everything feels like a bunch of chaos. And you start to work... That's like, once that chaos happens, that's when the new beginning starts. That's when you start to work your way up. And you start to become what you want to become. What you've been wanting to become for a long time. Yeah. And I feel like that book has done you so much justice. And... from, like I said, from the outside looking in, it's just amazing to see. Like, if I'm being honest, I probably haven't told you that, but it's just really nice to see how far she's come and how much stronger she's gotten.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it because I feel like I see in myself what you always saw.
Me?
Yeah. I now see it, you know, and it's a great feeling. There are moments where it's like nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
But, you know, because obviously... Look, at the end of the day, like, I've never been someone that's big on change. Whether it's good or bad change, I hate change. Like, for me, everything would be exactly the same until the day I die. And it wouldn't faze me. Like, I'd be so happy. But, like, I've noticed these changes in me, and I'm okay with them now. Before, it used to, like, just make me so uncomfortable, and I was just, like, anxious, and now I'm like, okay, this is okay. Like, it's gonna be okay.
Because you're a different you.
Yeah, and you know, like, that was my fear, because, like, honestly, as different as I may be, I'm still like the same goofy person. I'm still very caring. Yep. I would still give you the world, you know, like, I will spoil you. Like, I'm still that same person, despite me, like,
you just have boundaries now.
Yeah, like, and I feel like I'm very stern on those boundaries now because of the fact that I lost myself for a very long time, and like, I finally got myself, and I don't know honestly if I've ever actually found myself or if I've always been lost.
Well, when did you come to the realization to that? When you lost yourself.
That's the thing. Like, I don't know if I really get into it, I was probably like really young.
I think I know because, like I said, I was not necessarily.
But like I'm saying, like, even before this, right. Like, I was lost.
I know. That's true too.
That was just lost in a different perspective. Like, I was one day lost at a park, and this is now me lost at the forest. You know, so difference. Yeah. You know, but
lost literally.
No, but you know, like, I just feel like for the longest time, I didn't know who I was, and obviously, I'm not gonna tell you I know now, but I kind of have an idea of what I can become. You know, and that's drops the mics and it's out. That's it.
Thanks for watching.
Jay talks to me. No, like, I mean, yeah, like. Oh,
no,
God.
yeah.
You have so much potential. No, but yeah.
No, like, I, you know, it's just, I definitely, you know, she has other books out, and I definitely am going to buy them and read them, you know, years to come, because I feel like it's not enough just to be, you know, you always have to put yourself first, and you always have to work on yourself, because if you don't, you forget, and things start to go back to their old ways, and then you question why, and it's because you start losing yourself. And
I mean, this is for anything.
Yeah, for anything. Like I said, finance, religion. If you're not into religion, higher power, the universe, third universes, whatever you believe in, I feel like this book can help guide you in the right direction. And that's something that, like, I know firsthand, you know, like, it's like, wow, like, I've seen things, and, like, I'm, like, telling myself nowadays, like, I don't want to continue putting myself through things that I know the outcome is never going to change.
Yeah.
You know, that I know that no matter how much I care for a person, like, I'm not a priority to them, but they're not a priority to themselves either.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, I can't keep, like, as much as I care for people, I can't keep trying to throw them on my back so they move in the direction that I'm moving. Just because I want to hold on to them.
Let me tell you, that as someone that I feel like I've become a lot more aware of who I am as well, and I feel like of how high my, I guess we'll say my levelness, right?
You're tall though, that doesn't count.
Whatever, bro. You know what the fuck I mean?
Not literally. Again, not literally.
Not literal.
She's like 6 feet, bro.
That's the size. That is the fucking size. I'm 5'10", 5'11", depending on the doctor, okay?
Depending on the doctor.
Depending on the doctor. Mom, you're so cute. Mommy.
Hey, forget the episode, bro. Look at the
That's
food.
my mommy.
Thank you.
MMB Catering right here. The chef.
She's like, she wants us to be fat on camera.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Mom, you didn't have to. Okay. So we done?
Okay, that's it, y'all. Stay tuned
Thanks
for our
for
next
watching.
episode.
We put a munch now.
Oh,
So
man.
That's why I saw her cooking. I was like, is that fraud?
Yeah, like I was
I didn't know
expecting
what you-
after, but not during. But okay, back to what I was saying. Back to what I said. Shout out to my mommy.
Best
Was gonna.
cook. Oof.
Hell yeah.
Smells
Only y'all
good.
can taste it.
But I feel like there's meat in this, though.
No, there's one vegetarian. She knows.
Wait, you don't eat meat no more?
No, she doesn't eat meat
I
at
don't have
all.
meat.
Oh, at all?
At all. She's a carbitarian. She don't eat vegetables either.
I eat some vegetables.
Oh,
Here and there.
damn.
Cucumbers.
Two carrots and one cucumber.
Wait, so what? How
Yeah,
does that work?
broccoli.
How does that work being a carbitarian? Like, I don't.
She just likes
Explain
pan, crema, frijoles.
Like straight up, that's
pupusas.
it?
Yeah.
Is it because you don't like the
Cheese
other stuff, or
and
is it
bread.
you choose?
I don't like it. I don't know how that's complicated.
No, because it's like some people are like, oh, I'm a vegetarian because
I
trying
care
to
for the
change my
animals, and no, I'm
Yeah.
gonna outlive everybody. I thought you knew this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely agree.
I am.
No.
I really am.
Okay.
I'm gonna outlive you. I'm gonna be there like dancing on your grave because I'm gonna be like, I outlived you. I told you.
Yeah, take a
you're
shot
like
of Patron.
108. I'm gonna be like 98.
You still won't be dead.
Trying to throw her ass. She gonna throw her hip.
You know it.
But back to what I was saying.
Wait, so you said you had found this on Amazon. What were you looking for
So
something?
it wasn't on Amazon. I did get like the sample from Amazon, but actually I was on IG, and I don't know if you guys know the star Lily Collins.
Yes,
She has.
love her romantic movies. Love
She's
her.
in Emily in Paris, and
No, I don't know.
And-
No. Don't even try.
I watch,
Don't even try.
I watch like mob movies. And all
okay.
this.
Anyway,
Superheroes.
so she's an actress that she was posting something. She posted something like in January, and I saw it, and I was like, "Wow, that's deep!" Like I screenshotted it and everything.
Oh, so you weren't looking for answers?
That's what I'm
at
saying.
all?
Oh,
It just
wasn't.
thinks fine.
she,
You saw
she
unexpected
posted something, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like
things. I resonate to this.
I
That's
was
what
like,
caught
"Wow."
your attention.
But it wasn't like off the first one. Like she, days went by, she posted another one, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like I wonder what she's reading, and it's like she heard me because then, like the following, I think like week, she posted, "For those that have been asking me, this is what I've been reading,"
I'm telling
and she
you.
posted the books, like, and I
God
was
and the
like,
universe works in so many different ways.
"Who told you?" Because and it's crazy for me because like I may want things in life, but I've always put myself last. Like for anything that I want, whether it's aside from getting my phone, I always
I feel
get the
you.
phone. Like when it
Every
comes,
year, I'm their Apple.
every other year. Don't nobody text me. My phone dry as the Sahara Desert, but I still
I
get.
always get the new phone. I always get the new phone.
Every other new phone. It's just it's weird, but I do. But like this, I don't know what it was, but something in me. Like I'm not big on reading. I can read. Don't get me wrong, but I was like, she's posted things I like about it, and then I looked into. That's where I looked on Amazon, and I was like, wait. I was like, I like how this is going. Like This,
You like how it made you think, made you feel?
It made me think. It made me like,
wow.
Yeah, like
Click something in your head.
It really did, because I was like, I don't know. I can't say that. Oh, like, you know, like in our previous episodes, we're like, oh, we always think we're the only ones that go through this. You know, like, I can't explain how I felt reading her words and me being like, wow, like, she relates to me in a way that I felt like, not necessarily that not anybody else felt, but I just, like, it's weird to explain how I felt reading her words, because I was like,
can you answer all these questions? I'm like, I think I got one. And then there's all these. You gonna answer it all.
That is so funny.
Which I knew you were going to.
But no, that's I mean, which do you have a favorite, you know, passage?
Yep.
Okay, so I am
book?
obviously in step 11. There's a lot of passages. I did, as you guys can see, my little sticky notes, I did go into.
She reads it. We not lying.
We not lying.
She reads it.
So I did put some. So literally, like off the bat, one of the first ones that I put here.
Well, you said step 11. What's like?
So there's 12 steps. Obviously, there's
so 12 months.
12 months.
Oh.
So it's a meditation per day, 365 days. So clearly.
So it's almost January, so you know
it's time to get it.
If you want a big change in your life, get this book.
Get your New Year's resolution out the way.
Should we add her?
I have her. I be posting her on IG. So if you follow me, you'll see that I share her stories because
follow.
Follow.
Oh, wait, no, at the end, yeah. No, never mind.
Okay, so literally, I just want you guys to know, January 2nd, it's meditation. It's called Healthy Limits. It's like, boom! Things can be healthy in life? What? Since when?
Suffering.
I've been suffering for 29 almost years.
Oh, she said her age.
Almost.
Almost.
No, there was another one. There in the beginning is a lot of like letting go of guilt, letting go of families, you know, toxic family relationships.
It's because that's literally the first thing you need to do.
That's
literally the first thing you need to do.
In April, though, I want to tell you guys, it's probably one of my favorite ones. Is called self-care.
Self-care.
Yeah, and I put here on the sticky note, stop waiting for someone to put you first. You put me first. I was like, what? God, she knows.
And then people who actually put themselves last should be able to like look at them like, damn, give them a different perspective.
Yes,
you know,
definitely.
because I mean, don't get me wrong, I think we're like similar in the same way of we love so hard because that's how we would like to be treated.
Yeah, like exactly.
But we always put ourselves last.
Yeah, I say putting myself last. Like, I don't know why, you know, and then I get so mad when I'm doing something for someone
and you don't get that
and I don't get
back.
And I'm like I'm doing this for you, and I've learned to not say that, you know, because I'm like, if it's genuine, I shouldn't be throwing it in your face.
No, absolutely.
And the thing is, though, I'm not necessarily throwing it in your face. I just want you to like acknowledge what I'm going through, how I'm feeling, and why I feel like you're not like matching my energy, basically, you know, and that's like I think where I've grown a lot, you know. I'm like, it's okay to, I think a lot of people feel selfish for putting themselves first.
Oh, I'm gonna guess so.
You gonna be here chewing on the camera?
Yeah, asking questions. So tell us.
Yeah, but
she's like, we finna end this shit quick.
My God. Just hurry up, shut up so we can.
No, but like I learned that it's okay to be selfish if it's for a good reason.
And I feel like that's like a trend going on now with people who are trying to self-heal themselves. Is you gotta put yourself first. And
they need to understand, this is a serious message out there. If there are people that are there saying, bitch, zoom in.
Go.
Now you know how I feel.
I ain't zooming to your face though. Your face zoomed into the camera. I want people out there anyways to understand that if someone out there says, oh, you're being selfish, you don't care about me anymore, blah blah blah, do not necessarily get upset with them, because they don't know that they need to heal.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh my god, that is so fucking true. I can't.
I just smell it and I'm like, wow, that smells great. I just don't know what vegetables it is.
Why you do it so close to me, bro?
You're trying to whisper in your ear, you know?
ASMR.
What veggies do you taste in there?
Vegetable.
I taste carrot.
Uh-huh.
She sees carrot, she don't taste it.
I know. She don't see it either. Her glasses are right there.
I see carrot. That's all I see. And it has rice noodles in it. That's why.
Okay. Damn, why you put your... Wow, you really missing it right now. She got...
She been out of commission for so long. She didn't... She don't know how to act with something. Then that she don't know how to act.
You should have saw our blowjob shots.
Oh my God.
I'm about to
Add
put
that
them in.
shit.
Bro.
I'm gonna add that shit in here.
Don't judge.
But...
You can't suck dick. That's a good thing.
I was gonna say something, but I didn't.
Don't say it.
Look,
It's gonna
man.
be really dirty.
They some
We so
nasty
dirty,
ass
bro.
girls, bro. They nasty as shit, bro. They not
I was just... All I'm gonna say is, me and Jailing didn't go to that shot the same way.
y'all gonna see the video, y'all. Yeah. Y'all can
I
make
said
your own
open wide.
inferences.
She said.
Y'all can make your own inferences, bro.
I did what I told Ozzy to do. I said, make the
She-
slide, Ozzy, make the U,
She
Ozzy.
over here giving me tips
And that's why I won. That's exactly why I won.
That it's because the cup, like, you know, didn't want to come out my mouth.
Yeah, I'm sure he didn't.
Don't be surprised when you get a whole bunch of DMs after this video.
It's
They're gonna be
okay.
like, yo, so what it do? Like, what it do?
I'll be like, I'm teaching Ozzy right now.
They were like, oh, word? I'm like, your co-host? That's crazy. Oh my gosh.
He ain't my co-host.
So this is J Talk.
So this is J Talks. Hope you liked the episode.
I'm fucking dead.
Oh my god.
How'd your kids, man? This ain't no kid show.
You're legal.
This ain't no kid show.
Oh my god.
But anywho.
Anywho.
Well, so we've given talk about the realization after that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you have any advice or tips on during? Because I mean,
Like red flags.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a trend right now.
That is a trend.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all finally realizing there's red flags in y'all damn relationships? Get hip. Hello. Y'all been having
The
red
one that's
flags.
single, get hip, holding the white flag, 'cause she ain't gonna get no red flags.
Hell the fuck not. Until I get
He
me
said,
until I get me a fucking green one, I'll let it turn green.
bleach that shit. It'll get yellow. So
Oh my
close
God.
to green. Tie-dye that shit. No, honestly,
But yeah, not like.
I think during it's a very hard process. It's
even hard to like catch on. Like,
It's
just-
because like I said, I told you guys before we started, like I've been a mess. I've like the past couple of days I've been like in a really dark headspace where like I texted my friend and I was like, I'm really worried about myself right now. Like it was like because I ain't telling you yet. I know. It's a lot. It's been a lot going on. I just didn't wanna.
Yeah, worry.
Yeah, I know how you get, so. But I was like in a really dark headspace, and I went to my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law was like trying to like calm me down, and I'm like, it's just like, you know, and that's me 11 steps in the book.
11 steps in. So
You
even
know,
so far in the process.
Yeah, even so far in the process. And
But this the sorry to cut you off, but like that's the realism of
Going through it.
healing.
Yeah.
That's like
Going
it's
through it.
never going to be a straight fucking line. I mean, you're gonna go through ups and then fucking down. You're gonna keep going through this until you finally get to an ease,
yeah,
and then you do it again.
yeah, pretty much. It's a subscription with me.
But, don't let that discourage you.
Yeah, don't
And
let
going.
it discourage you
Just
at all.
keep
Like
going.
it's
Yeah,
just keep
and that's
going.
clearly like that's
The light at the end of the tunnel is
Yeah.
coming. Like, I swear.
It's not God though. You're not dying.
Damn, I didn't really think that.
Don't go to that light if you see that light.
Nah.
Your path is your path. So I mean, I don't know. It's like that.
This guy.
You gonna make someone do
I'm like, yo, I'm gonna do what Ozzy said, bro.
You
Jesus,
gonna get hella 13 tapes.
Jesus.
All of them gonna be you.
Nah.
Ozzy, this tape is for you.
Nah. Ozzy from J Town.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my bad.
But I definitely like I said, it gets dark for me at times, and I do worry about myself. Like, if I'm being completely honest, because of the fact that I know how far I've come, when I get to those dark moments, I get really worried because I'm like, I feel like even when I was down, I didn't have moments as dark as I'm having now, and it freaks me out because
Would you like to share those moments? Or no?
no, it will get dark, and it.
It's already dark
I
outside.
know, but that's what
Not literally. For the third fucking time. Not literally.
No, like, and I'm just glad that I read the book, and because this isn't the only book I'm reading. I read 2 books. So this one is obviously a daily meditation, and then the other one that I'm reading is a daily daily Bible verse promises to women or something like that. So it's like,
Is it by the same author or?
no, that one was given to me for my birthday,
Oh.
by someone that is really into God, and they basically said you need Jesus in a nice way.
Oh, so they knew what you were going through. Or,
Yes,
yeah.
they did. Sort of.
Sorta.
Sort of.
Somehow.
Yeah. And so I read 2 books, and like, I am very like on top of it because I know like what people don't understand is I get it. We're busy. Things happen in life. I have traveled twice this year, and even anywhere I've gone, I've taken my books. First thing I do, wherever I'm at, is read my books. Because I'm like, if I don't start my day right, everything else may go south.
This is what it comes back to, like last episode. It's discipline. I swear it's discipline.
It is. It
Discipline
really is
can take you
because
so fucking far. Sometimes you may not have that motivation, but the moment you discipline yourself to do something, it will take you so fucking far.
And I think a lot of people may have a hard time reading something like this in the beginning because you, based off one meditation, you're like, man, this is great, like this, and you want to continue reading. But just like your healing process being day by day, you have to hear her words day by day, because if not,
really understand it.
So
Yeah.
you haven't missed a day at all. And this is what, October? We're in October now?
Yeah. And like the thing is, so if I miss a day, I'll read it the next day, but I'll read the 2.
Oh,
Get what I'm
okay.
saying? So like,
So you'll catch up.
yes. So like
Okay.
yesterday, I was taking care of the kids, and I didn't have a chance to
Not
read
a
it in
mom.
the morning.
Oh, so you haven't missed it because of, no, you didn't want to read
Like,
the book.
yeah,
You
no.
just got
No, she
preoccupied.
literally got-
I get
Okay.
Yeah. So I because of work, I've been up earlier, so I didn't have time in the morning. So like before, I hit a phase where I would read it at night, like before going to bed. But a lot of them are like, they have like, you have the meditation, then you have like an affirmation to say to yourself, like, today I will do, etc., etc.
Yeah. So
So
instead of
if I
doing
go
it in
and
the
read it at night, then the day is gone.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn. So that's why I try to read it in the morning. So I'm like, all right, today I have a plan, I have a goal, I'm gonna do this, and focus on that, and that's like.
Bless you.
Thank you.
He's allergic to bullshit.
I am.
There's bullshit in the air.
Okay. Back at it. Any questions you guys have for me?
Oh, yeah. For sure.
For sure. And this is her.
Zoom in.
Move.
Oh, my bad.
Sorry.
My bad.
This is the butt.
You see how tall she is? 6 feet.
Shut up.
6 fucking feet.
That's
This
the
is
book.
that.
Okay, we got it.
Try to show my hands to know what they can do.
Okay, so this one,
With the book.
So this one is a little recent. I skimmed through the book to see.
So did you purchase it?
hell no, I didn't purchase it.
Damn, you're literally telling them what not to
telling
do.
everybody. And then
No,
She
look,
said, hell no, fuck what we said.
my plan was to borrow the book. All right, over here putting me on blast.
Put
Anywho,
yourself on blast.
anywho, right? So this one's a little recent. It's from October 11th, and the title is Recovery. So I'm gonna read it out just so
Okay.
they get a taste of it. It says, "How easy it is to blame." Oh my gosh, I can't. How easy it is to blame our problems on others. Quote: "Look at what he's doing. Look how long I've waited. Why doesn't she call? If only he changed then, I'd be happy." End quote. Often, our accusations are justified. We probably are feeling hurt and frustrated. In those moments, we may begin to believe that the solution to our pain and frustration is getting the other person to do what we want, or having the outcome we desire. But these self-defeating illusions put the power and control of our life in other people's hands. We call this codependency.
yup.
The solution to our pain and frustration, however valid, is to acknowledge our own feelings. We feel the anger, the grief, then we let go of the feelings and find peace within ourselves. We know our happiness isn't controlled by another person, even though we may have convinced ourselves it is. We call this acceptance. Then we decide that although we'd like our situation to be different, maybe our life is happening this way for a reason. Maybe there's a higher purpose and plan in play, one that's better than we could have orchestrated. We call this faith. Then we decide what we need to do, what is within our power to do to take care of ourselves. That's called recovery. It's easy to point our finger at another, but it's more rewarding to gently point it at ourselves. And then it gives the little affirmation at the end. It's today I will live with my pain and frustration by dealing with my own feelings. And that's honestly like from my self-healing process, right? That one was like, damn,
Damn,
bro, like I needed that. You know, I growing like as a youngin', you know, I would always like, yeah, it is easy to put the blame on somebody else. You know, take your frustration on somebody else. But when in reality, it's like, hey,
It's
you know,
us.
look at yourself. Look what you did. You caused this. You know, you caused this to, you know, to go through this. You know, you put yourself in this position. And I mean, and from like past life experiences, yeah, I never looked at it that way. You know, until I realized when, you know, some certain events happened and I was just caught, you know, in a dark space by myself. And I'm like, wait, maybe I'm the one to blame. You know, because I never put myself, you know, the one to blame. And then started looking at it differently. This gave me a whole new this is what exactly what I needed to hear. And
I'm
now
telling
it's
you,
like,
she's
yeah,
good.
She's good.
I would like to point out that thank you for that because I didn't know you could read.
I was about to say audiobooks fire his ass because every said the end. He
Well, see, look, that's my thing, right? I hate reading. I hate reading, but you know,
You just read to our 48 subscribers.
I hate reading, but you know, I remember when growing up, my teachers would always tell me, it's like it's not that you hate reading, you just haven't found what
you like to read. Yep,
you know?
that's so true.
So it's
That's
like,
so
yeah, it is true, you know,
It's
and
true.
I've always struggled with that, you know, like I like that, you know, Percy Jackson series, right?
Yeah.
But I've read it so many freaking times, like I got tired of it. And so
I love romantic.
other than like textbooks from school, I've never really like had like a book in my hand and read.
That you wanted to read. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's exactly how it was with me with this book.
So to find the what is it, the language of
The
letting
language
go,
of letting go.
I'm like, oh damn, I found something that really interests
So are
me.
you gonna purchase it?
Yes, I'm gonna purchase it. No
Get
free
to the
promo.
point.
No free promo though. Right. But yeah, so that's honestly that really like hit home for me. It's actually like helping me to recover from what I'm going through, and hopefully you guys can relate to that if you guys are going through the same.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, you just read that one meditation. Like, imagine
Yeah.
all the other ones that I read. And, like...
And I got more, too. I'm like, but I've only picked one. So I was like, that was my favorite one.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's so crazy because it's like, you know, some people will read it, and if they can't relate to it, to them it's just words.
Yeah.
Right.
But when you can relate to it, it hits like, ooh, like
But
right up in there.
I also feel like when people don't, because I feel like you reach to a point where you feel like you're ready to start to heal, and then there's people that just just stuck in their moment, and they're stuck in their ways, and they just look at this and they don't realize what they're reading is very important that could help them. They just look at it and, like you said, it's just fucking words.
From
They're
my
just like,
personal experience, though,
who gives a fuck?
to start off self-healing, you really have to put yourself in that position.
Yeah.
You have to be like, yeah, no, something's gotta change.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I gotta save myself.
You have to have that little ding in your head that just like, yeah, I need
Yeah.
change. I need something to happen.
And like I said, like in the beginning, you know, I'm one that hates change, and I
Yeah.
noticed that in myself. Like, I need to change.
Yeah.
Something needs to change in order for me to get a different outcome.
yeah,
You
And
know,
that's where I'm at right
And
now.
I will say that don't put like a date on it.
There's no.
Just go through the process.
Yeah.
Go through the process. It'll
Like
come to you.
the book itself has 365 days meditation, but I am gonna get obviously her other books. But I may still read this one next year because again, it starts January 1st.
January 1st.
I can start all over again. You know, like I don't mind it because that's just how good it is. And you know, obviously, like yes, I read all the pages, but you know, it's refreshing to read her words and you be like, damn, you get.
Yeah, and
It's
it's
just
a
a
different
reminder,
passage
yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
So it's nothing that repeats itself. You know,
Yeah.
you get something different every day, only to uplift yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and she does have a book that it's like a ride along.
Yeah, I saw
really?
that one.
Yeah.
I went yesterday to Books and Money.
Did you get it?
But
No free promo.
no free promo. I went to BAM yesterday.
Oh yeah.
I went to a bookstore.
But they have it, but of this one. I want the one that Lily Collins is reading, which is More Language of Letting Go.
Oh, okay.
That one is in Books a Million, so I have to look into that one. But yeah, I am proud of how far I've gotten so far, and I am excited for how far I am to get. Honestly,
Later on.
yeah.
So I like to measure my life in like years, obviously, you know, by age. So what can you
When he
say?
started his sentence, when he likes to measure, I thought it was like, so sad.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
What? See what I mean, bro? They're so dirty, bro.
I was like, measure.
I was like, Ozzy, are you 12?
Anywho,
When do you measure? Stop
so
throwing.
after every year,
Every year you
right?
measure? Oh, okay. How do you
Oh, it
change
grew
it?
a centimeter.
Who are you today compared to who you were last year? This time.
Ooh, that's a
This
good
time.
question.
This time last year.
You
Who
have,
were you?
Okay, you have no idea right now, in this moment, how much this time in general is hard for me.
But like hard for you, like, and so like internally, or like, because I mean last year was 2020, so a lot of bullshit happened.
No, in general this month, specifically this week.
Oh, like, oh, you're talking about this year? Oh,
This year, every year, this time around, it's very hard for me. It's extremely, extremely hard for me. And I want to say that I'm in a better place than I was last year. I just don't know how far I am in a better place because this time around I do get like really dark.
would
So-
it? Don't you consider that season? Like, isn't that seasonal depression? Like, it's just like a seasonal mood.
No, it's like a week a week depression, a month depression. There we go.
Let's
It's
just
a month
say.
Because that's what some people have.
No, I
it's
know.
just-
Seasonal depression is
Let's
real.
just
Yeah.
let me just say
It's-
it's just this month, okay? It's just this month, and it's not.
All right,
we don't want to get.
I'm just trying to
No, no,
clarify.
no, yeah. I feel you. I feel
I just
you.
want to clarify.
Yeah, no,
I feel
yeah,
you.
it's just this month that, and I don't know if it'll always be like this, but it is for me right now, like that. So
Eventually, it'll get better
yeah,
as the years go by.
I just you know, so
It's because also, let me just say, losing someone, it's like it's grief. It is grief. It's general. It's grief. So
yes and no, because the thing is, like, when you lose them, you know, they're like 7 feet underground. You know, when you're actually grieving versus when you lose
No,
them,
but
and then
it is still.
you know they're still out there.
It is still a type of grief because when it's because you don't have them there anymore.
Because look,
rather it's 6 feet underground or not, they're just not there anymore.
Man,
So it is a type
you guys
of
are
grief.
complete strangers. It's
Yeah,
like you,
it
like
is
the
grief.
person you used to know.
It's no longer there.
It's no
It's
longer
grief.
there. You try to go talk to them. It's like you're completely different, just like as yourself.
You guys are both different
Complete
aspects.
strangers.
Yeah.
So it's like this is the same person, and they'll ask him the same question. Like, damn, this was the same person.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
grief.
or at least I hope. You know.
Yeah.
So.
I do want to say, based off the book and how it's impacted my life, if you have any questions, regarding the book, or any questions that you'd like to ask me, please don't hit me up if you're just going to hit on me. Don't. But if you actually have questions that I can...
Straight like that.
If
I think that shit's gonna be
Straight like that.
She's serious. She all
I
business. All right?
I will leave your ass on red. Like,
And she gonna post you too. Quit
I will
playing.
post you. I'll post your ass. Do it real quick. No. In all seriousness. Ain't nobody gonna...
Bam, screenshot you.
Thirsty.
Here's bleach. Drink that shit.
Thanks for watching.
No, in all seriousness...
Top of the morning.
You're so dumb. In all seriousness, you can definitely reach out to me on my IG, Anna04. Technically, it's 04 underscore.
04.
But also follow. You'll see my page on J Talks page.
Yeah, it's on there.
On Instagram, IG.
But before we wrap this up, I don't know if we should leave this for another episode, because you were supposed to be only half of it. You were in the whole video.
She did a whole video.
Will we see her again? Maybe our last episode.
We'll do a what's it called? A poll. Do you want to see me on the next episode? Let us know.
You can say hell yeah
Or hell no.
or hell no.
But I wanted to freaking
Next episode, we'll find out what Alzi measures on a yearly basis.
soft or hard. Oh my god.
This is like the third dick joke of the episode.
Oh, we were talking about your dick?
We're talking about your brain size.
I thought you were talking about your hands. I thought you know. Okay.
You lie like shit.
Pervert sarcasm.
You a
Fucking
pervert.
lying.
You a pervert. Anyways.
I'm a
Anywho.
pervert. Okay, I just wanted to say, like, I wanted to see if we could talk about our process of, as in you and me, because we've already obviously spoke about your whole experience with the book itself. But I wanted to see how far are you in just letting go of something that
I
was
feel
very
like
significant.
I feel,
wait.
I feel
No,
like
no,
I
no.
touched on that. I feel like I really did touch on that.
Really? Okay, we're almost done. Can you see something?
No, I actually, I feel like I did touch up on that with,
With you guys.
what we really need is you to discuss.
Yeah,
your little
you. I'm about to
self-healing
zoom in on your big ass head real quick.
Like-
You.
Is that one? I'm gonna put. Okay.
Okay.
Girl.
But, yeah, we need your story. We need Jay's story of letting go.
Have you seen Frozen?
Let it go.
Oh nah. Put it away.
Dump that bitch again. Sorry.
What?
I've never heard Elsa sing that.
Remix.
I'm confused.
Well, currently, I don't want to get way into the current situation. I don't want to say current situation.
Nah,
'cause
we
it
don't
really-
talk about current situation. We talk about past situations.
Well, I don't really have anything to hold on to
Damn. So
anymore.
Any of
It's
y'all who
like
think
that.
y'all got her down? Nah, bro. God, nah.
I mean, if I'm gonna be straight up, like I could say back then, while I was in high school, or even way back then, I could say that's something that was very, very significant to me from the moment I met this thing.
Thing.
Met this specific
Creature.
person.
Creature.
Affirmation.
Affirmation.
A ghost.
A ghost ghost?
Oh no, was it
You
Casper?
mean a ghost ghost? What? Y'all been where the fuck your girl, man?
In the spirit of Halloween being around the corner.
He said, stop it, Ray Ray. You gonna make it mad. I don't give a fuck, Keisha. You should be worried about making Ray Ray up and in this bitch.
Where's Hector, bro?
Bro, Hector would love this, man.
I know. Shout out to fucking Hector. I was gonna say, basically, I could say one thing I do want to speak on, besides like that.
Don't go changing the subject.
Okay, so I had this thing, right? And like I just really
you had a thing. You had a thing Ozzy wish he had.
That's the fourth one.
That's it. Thanks for watching. Tune in until next episode. Alright, we gonna be stuffing Kato in a body bag, alright? And y'all gonna see how the mob used to do it back in the day. So y'all have a good night. Oh fuck? Bro, like you wanna go, bro? Like we can go with these tonsils, bro.
Tonsils?
You see?
You just call them tonsils?
What are they called? What are they
Tongs.
Tongs? Tong? You
He said tonsils.
look, but look,
Tonsils on the back.
but you see how she gets behind the camera though? Oh, put her in the front of the camera. That's a different story.
I was in front of the camera. 3 of them were in front of the camera. What you mean?
Okay, children, put your claws back in.
Freaking fucking out, bro.
You're the one that goes sting.
Yo,
was me.
you know what? I'm not gonna say shit. All right? The rest of the episode, I'm not gonna say shit.
Triggered.
I'm not gonna say shit no more.
Trigger.
Continue.
Okay. There's just I guess it was something. It appeared in my life when I was about 13 years old, and from the moment I met I met this person.
Damn, who would have known it was a person?
I don't know if they stay ghosting me. So
Dude, I thought it was a ghost this whole time. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Dying.
If the shoe fits, bro.
If the shoe fits,
It's the exact
It
size.
don't fit because it's a ghost.
I'm sorry to tell you.
But from the moment I met this person, I already knew what significance they were gonna be in my life, whether in a big way, small way, blah blah blah. Long story short, I never got anywhere, and I realized that the last interaction I had, not this recent one, but a last interaction I had. Let me not say that, because if not, this girl will pop up in this bitch. What you mean? What you mean last interaction?
Hey man, just know she got backup. I shit.
What's good though?
I gotta follow up. What's up? What's up?
Anyway.
Ozzy got a ruler.
I'm not staring at the camera. I'm staring at her.
Just leave her, bro. Ignore her.
I can't take the disrespect no more. Alright? I quit. You know what? Come on, man. We try to get serious. We try to wrap this up.
Anyway.
Got me out here in the cold.
I don't feel it.
We know to this.
Yeah,
Anyway.
hoes never get cold, right?
Exactly.
See, you can't say shit because she embraces everything.
Yeah.
You can't say shit, bro. You can't say shit. Anywho, a person.
But this hoe is cold.
A person.
Anyway, this
You
person.
got a whole blanket.
Blah, 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 blah.
Ain't no oh my god. I can't.
Anyways, fucking, the significant person, as our very last interaction, I would say our big last interaction, I realized at that moment that I needed to put me first. So I literally just ended like this. I don't know you, you don't know me. We call it a day. You go upon your way, I go upon mine.
But you felt like that. Why?
Because at that point, I just got tired. I got tired of it was never going to be the way we wanted it to go.
But you got tired of what though?
I got tired of just lingering around, hoping shit would happen or shit would turn one day to next, because I realized shit wasn't in our favor.
Yeah,
there was always shit blocked or
relatable. But see, I think that's where it's different between you and I, because both of us, we want these things so bad, but we've accepted defeat. But the difference between you and I is that I don't want to be like, you don't know me, I don't know you. Like, I want this person to know, like, you meant something to me, you mean something to me, but we can't be.
Also, you have to understand too, it's a whole different dynamic too. He had
your dynamic would work.
It was a whole different dynamic though.
I'm the audience. I'm like, huh?
This was a whole different dynamic, because the only way it was going to work for me was to do it that way, because I realized us being friends was never gonna go that way, because our feelings, well, I don't want to speak for that person, but the feelings for me were always gonna be there, and it wasn't gonna just go away. So I couldn't just sit there and I was able to. I'm strong enough to sit there and talk to you and hear all the shit he had to say, but it was just to the point that I needed to put me first.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I had enough. And
enough
I was just like,
it comes to the point where enough is enough.
And I was just like, I had to let shit go. And I felt like at that moment, I felt like I took my power back when I did that, because a lot of times I felt like, I'm gonna be straight up, he was my weakness, and I can say now he still kind of is, but not that point where I can let him overpower my thoughts or let it overpower who I am now, because let me tell you, I'm a strong ass woman, and I'm very dominant, and I'm just not gonna let shit be, you know what I mean? Not let shit be, just let shit, like, if you do something, okay, it's not gonna affect my life. You do you, I do me. Keep it moving, keep it pushing. Like, it's just never gonna be that big impact.
You such a gangster, yo.
not that big.
That just shows her dominance, you know.
Yeah, like, it's never gonna get that serious. For
she better beat your ass.
Fuck up, like, you ain't talking to me. No, that's never gonna get that deep no more. It's never gonna be that deep no more. Yeah. Unless I see some big significant change, then it's a different story. But if I still see the same old story, then I'm just alright.
But then so that's what you're expecting or hoping, or
what right now
for
like
the significant change?
No, I'm just.
You still holding on to that hope, or is it just?
That's a good question.
Out the window.
Ooh, that's a good one.
No, that is a good question. I'm gonna sit here and answer it truthfully. Yes and no.
Oof.
Yes and no, because
me too.
And that's the fucking truth. Like, this was someone, I still don't know why, but has the big hold on to me. Like, I don't want to say it like that, because you don't, but
you don't, but you do, but you don't.
I'm not gonna say it. Yeah.
Sucio.
But I just want to, like, feelings. It's just that one person. It's just that one person that will forever have that small impact on you.
That's
that
for everyone.
Soft
I feel like that's
spot,
for everyone.
Yep.
That's that soft spot he will forever have, and I don't get it, but it's there. He's there, and that's what it is. But there's a difference from allowing, because back then I could say every little shit he did, every little thing he did, I would question, be like, why is he doing this? Why? Every single movement he did towards me, I would question. I would be like, why, or blah blah blah. I would let it impact my life enough where I was just like, damn, like, I couldn't even talk to other people. I felt like I was betraying the person, you know what I mean?
Fuck.
And it's straight up though. It's straight up.
Just like relatable.
I'm like, it's straight up though, because it's the truth. Like, I felt like I couldn't move on, because I was just like, damn, maybe I'm gonna hurt up. Maybe one day he's gonna be like, yes, I want you, come to me. No, it was just a lingering session of like back and forth, and I was just like, yeah, I'm fed up.
Like, what the fuck?
she's like, what's up,
Jasmine?
Oh,
yeah.
Jasmine.
She goes.
But she's like, no, it's fine. But that's the truth, and like, I'm not afraid to sit here and talk about it, because what the fuck is my man's gonna do about it? Like, it is what it is, and like, it's just, you just gotta move on sometimes for the better sake of you. And
Don't look at me.
I wasn't looking at you. I can't even see right now. I'm just looking past you at this point.
I will say from personal experience, like, it really is hard to move on and let go of, especially if it's a person.
God, yeah.
Because they were, like, say they were so involved in your life, you know, for such a long time.
Yeah.
And then for one day to just have that gone, now you're stuck like damn, like what the fuck? Like you feel lost.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then that's when you start the process.
Lost
Okay,
themselves.
I need to find myself. That's when the self-healing starts. So do things I like. Do things to help lift myself back up, to get to where I need to be 100%.
And it's that also that factor, but like back then you would question yourself, like what the fuck was wrong with me,
Yeah,
and like
start
you
looking
would
back.
belittle yourself and just like, bro, I'm not the problem, that person is. And it's just like I did what I had to do and offered myself the way I wanted to, and that was it. If that wasn't for that person, okay, keep it moving. Like it's just now worry about you. Worry about you. Worry about how you're gonna move for you and the future that's supposed to come, right? So it's just like,
I'm like, she's keeping a straight face when she doesn't hear what's going on.
and like, I mean, that's the truth, and that's where that's where I'm at now. Like, if I'm gonna be honest, like,
Shit, I feel like you're ahead of me.
Hey, but everyone's
everybody like
everyone's at their own pace.
Yeah.
because mind you, I'm at this. I mean, I don't know. I met this person when I was 13.
Yeah, she did say 13.
I was 13, and it took me till like 7
I
years
was
after.
14.
Okay, wow,
Oh.
I beat you by a year.
But yeah.
But you 29.
But who's counting?
28.
Sorry, 28.
Oh damn! Now her info's out there, bro. Like,
We pointed it out like a few episodes ago. It's okay. I look
But
a
like
solid
everybody,
18.
has their own pace in the way they
Yeah.
work, and again, it's a whole different dynamic.
it's
Like,
not a race. It's not a race.
It's
but
not a race,
I
bro.
will say, like, hey,
I'm coming, baby. Hold on. But yeah, and I also want to talk about codependency as in a parent. Like I want to say this really quick.
because your daughter's banging at the door.
she's literally banging at the door.
Hurry the fuck up. I want to mention, I have my mom, my lovely mom that brought my food. She has very codependency issues.
Yeah.
But I want to say that's very normal, but also for me, coming from that end point, I'm trying my best not to do that with my kid. Because I do catch myself sometimes where, you birth something so beautiful and so important in your life that you automatically, of course, feel this attachment to them because they are half of you. They did hear your heartbeat. They were in your womb. They know exactly what it is to feel the warmth of the mother and the warmth of having your baby inside your belly. And the beautiful thing about that, and also
Don't start crying.
no, I'm not crying.
I thought she was.
I really was
I was
like-
getting ready. I was like, yeah, I'll be your rock. Like,
No, but it's just you have to remember there can be very bad codependency patterns, because I will catch moments where I'm just like, I need my baby, which is normal because obviously you need your baby, but you also have to understand that those days will come as she's almost 3 years old. Those moments of like, no, I want to do it. No, mama, I want to do it. Like those kind of hurt. Like those kind of hurt. It's like, what you mean? Let me do it for you. And
They grow up.
yeah, they grow up and realize those little moments. You have to grasp them, because as they keep getting older, the worse it's gonna get.
Yup.
Because
Look at you. Like,
yeah, I got a mommy that is very codependent of my presence, which is fine. Obviously, she's learning. I'm going my way slowly but surely.
Yup.
But it happens. Just realize that your baby's there for you and you're there for them. But don't forget about you. Don't forget about, you have to worry about you. A happy mommy means a happy baby. You
I've
cannot
never heard that one before.
forget about yourself.
hey,
As
hey,
much as you put
copyright
that
that, yeah.
baby a priority, put yourself as that priority as well. Priority as well.
dropping
Because
bombs out here.
it's true. It's just self-care yourself and then self-care your baby at the same time. You gotta make balance for yourself and then make balance
Balance
for your
is
baby.
key.
Balance everything. So I just want to say thank you guys so much. We're almost at the end of this season 1 of J Talk.
Season
Yeah.
1.
Yeah, and I just want to say thank you so much, Gato, for coming out of your shell
Yeah.
and becoming in front of J Talks and opening, you know, your sensitive self with the
Yeah.
book and how much it affected you in your path.
Yeah.
And for you too, for opening up of your struggles, any kind of struggles you put up in this
I
fucking
just-
Because
show.
it's just a reminder,
Yeah.
you know, men go through shit too.
Exactly. And that's why it's so important.
And
that
so does
he's
Ozzy.
here. Leave my man's alone. He a grown ass man. But
In all
I just want to
seriousness,
say, you guys are a big, huge part of J Talks, and
You
don't
know
forget it. And you guys mean
Y'all
the
don't see me on
world.
season 2 because of comments.
Y'all mean the world to me. And
He's
thank
so
you so much.
butthurt.
Like I just had to say that because just letting go overall is very hard, and just opening up about shit like this is extremely difficult.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't
Yeah.
think people
Yeah.
realize that until they actually start talking in front of a camera.
Yeah,
So-
and that's why I didn't want to get in front of the camera because I know how I am. But I wanted to share this with you guys and with our audience because I hope, even if it impacts one person, to want to take that step forward in self-care and putting yourself first. I feel like I've done all I can do.
Yeah.
You know, and then literally once you turn that to the first page, it's like a whole new beginning.
It sucks even.
Yeah.
And it's, you know.
So thank you guys for watching J Talks, and catch you guys on the flip side.
Solo 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah, say 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. Woo!
It was gonna fall.
I didn't even, you didn't even know how to.
It was gonna fall.
We know how to.